It's basically an AI powered security camera, if you will. Um, but it's also the framework that builds like Odin, and now you'll kind of start to see how it all fits together. So Ward is the object detection platform. So we use AI once again to see what things are. We teach it what different things are depending on the client need. Um, and it'll identify this. It could drop like a description of it. It could it's got all kinds of functionalities, right? So we're in talks with a few like special operations units out of Fort Bragg because they're looking at maybe using it for some recon aspect of it. I mean, we could get it to the point where we're integrating it with their current surveillance cameras that they're using downrange, and it'll generate an automatic sit rep or situational report for them. And it'll kind of be like a double check on the reconnaissance mission. And the cool thing about Ward is we could train it to see pretty much anything given the right data set. So I had a question from one of our clients, right? And he asked, "Well, how far can it see?" And I was like, "Well, it doesn't really see, but well, what are you trying to get to?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, let's say I've got the camera over here, but I want to see something that's like 200 meters through this warehouse or on this field or whatever." Or in this, lot, and like, would it be able to identify something there? And I told him, okay, well, yeah, well, it doesn't, it's not really about how far it sees; it's about what we teach it to see. So we could, for example, we were part of this nonprofit drive, like a little project drive, and what we were doing there was we were taking satellite imagery, um, and there was a big data set provided through it's a bunch of nonprofits, and I think it was like Wildlife Service or something. Some federal government entities were taking satellite images to see like wildfire, hurricane, volcano damages, right? And so you teach the AI how to see what a normal house looks like from a satellite image and what a destroyed house looks like, and then it's able to see which houses are normal, which ones were destroyed, and then count them and then add in like geotagging locations and stuff like that. So really, I mean, it's not about like how far it sees, it's about what we teach it to see. Um, and so, I don't know if that example makes sense, but
It
it could go
does.
from satellite imagery to like me seeing you right now and I get the text, oh, this is Jason. Uh, he might be doing a podcast because he's got, a microphone and his laptop and a desk setup. Like if that's what we wanted to teach it to be able to do that, we could teach it that, given the right data sets. And there's different ways to like grow a small data set and properly shift images around to really teach it well. So it really depends on what the client's looking for. But it's very agnostic. We could teach it pretty much anything, whether it's satellite imagery or whether it's seeing that generator or that motorcycle or that car, and then recognizing what object it is, and then we display what all the metrics through Odin. So it recognize the words, the framework, it's the object detection one. As far as the product line goes, we pair it to security cameras, and most of our clients are like either like residential security or like manufacturing security. um we're looking at putting it in the field in an investigation firm, an international investigations firm. So that's one that I'm personally very excited to see how we're able to bring some value to them, because it's going to go from the point of them having to have an investigator out in the field in one location to like now this investigator can drop off 3 or 4 cameras in different locations. The cameras are going to with our AI platform, they'll be able to detect whether it's somebody coming in and out of like a location, whether it's cars driving by, whatever. You'll be able to see it, read it, and then send that as a sit rep out either to like the investigator and the firm and the manager or whatever. And it's all in real time, all through our database, and all like easily produced for them through our simple UI. So that's where it's like, once again, a custom solution. And let's say, the investigator is trying to look at multiple entry and exit points, or these reconnaissance operators from Bragg are trying to see like, okay, well, how many enemy are there, or how many buildings are here, or what are the routes over there. We could teach it to like to help. We could teach it to help see, okay, well, there's like 4 houses here, or there's 5 people moving back and forth here. There might be a 7 or 8 person there. And it's all a matter of how we train it up and how we develop that framework. But it's very capable.